Hi students, how are you? Hope you and your family members are fine. Stay at home and be safe. Today we are going to see chapter 6, Life Processes. Life processes are essential processes which are responsible for maintaining life. There are 4 important life processes. They are nutrition, respiration, transportation and excretion. First we are going to see nutrition. Nutrition is a process of obtaining energy from food. There are 2 types of nutrition. They are autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is preparation of food by the cells which contains chlorophyll through the process called photosynthesis. Example, green plants. Heterotrophic nutrition is depending upon other living organisms for food. Example, animals. First, nutrition in plants. Through the process of photosynthesis, plants prepares the food. It needs 4 raw materials. They are chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water. Chlorophyll, it is a green pigment which is already present inside the green plant cell. Sunlight, through sunlight, chlorophyll traps solar energy. Carbon dioxide is taken from the atmosphere through stomata. Water from the soil by the roots. Using all these 4 raw materials, plants prepare the food called starch. Next, nutrition in human beings. Pathway of human digestive system. Buccal cavity, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, anus. Process of human digestive system. First one is buccal cavity, that is mouth, which is composed of teeth and tongue. Teeth plays an important role in grinding the food. Tongue plays an important role in rolling, tasting and swallowing the food. It also secretes saliva and mucus. Saliva secretes an important enzyme called salivary amylase. And students, in this topic, process of human digestive system, we are going to concentrate in enzymes and their role. Tongue secretes an enzyme called salivary amylase. Its role is to convert starch into sugar. Second one is esophagus. Esophagus undergoes peristalsis. Peristalsis is a process of pushing down of food from mouth to stomach by the contraction and relaxation of esophagus. Now the food reaches stomach. Here gastric glands are present which secretes gastric juice. Gastric juice are composed of 3 things: pepsin, hydrochloric acid and mucus. Pepsin helps in breakdown of proteins. Hydrochloric acid, it has 2 roles. One is killing microorganism present in the food and also it makes the medium acidic which makes the digestion easy. Mucus, it protects the lining of stomach from the effect of hydrochloric acid. Next, small intestine. Small intestine consists of intestinal enzymes which have 3 roles. They are converting carbohydrate into glucose, fats into fatty acid and glycerol, proteins into amino acid. Additionally, it also receives secretions from liver and pancreas. From liver, it receives bile juice and from pancreas, it receives pancreatic juice. Bile juice are responsible for the digestion of fat. That is, larger fat globules are converted into smaller ones. Pancreatic juice consists of 3 enzymes. They are trypsin, amylase and lipase. Trypsin converts proteins into peptones. Amylase converts carbohydrate into simple sugars. Lipase converts fat into lipids. And also villi is present in small intestine. Villi is a finger-like projection which is present in the inner lining of the small intestine. Main important function of villi is absorption of digested food. Last one is large intestine. A large intestine role is absorption of excess water and also waste material. Here collection of waste material takes place and it excretes the waste materials out of the body through the opening called anus. Second process is respiration. Respiration is a process of breakdown of sugar into energy. So this is the reaction of respiration. Cellular respiration takes place inside the cell, that too in the mitochondria. Glucose is converted into energy, carbon dioxide and water. For this reaction it needs oxygen. For this purpose only we are taking oxygen from the atmosphere. Pathway of human respiratory system. Oxygen from the atmosphere is inhaled through the nostrils, and from the nostrils it reaches alveoli which is present in the lungs through trachea. From the lungs, blood picks the oxygen. Now the blood is called oxygenated blood. This oxygenated blood goes to heart. From the heart, aorta takes the oxygenated blood and distributes to each and every cell for the cellular respiration, and this finally reaches the mitochondria where formation of energy takes place. There are three types of respiration. Types of respiration is also called breakdown of glucose. Three methods it is taken place, that is aerobically, anaerobically and through fermentation. Aerobic respiration, it takes place in mitochondria in the presence of oxygen. In this aerobic respiration, glucose is converted into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Anaerobic respiration, it takes place in our muscle cells. Rarely it takes place, example during heavy exercises, in the lack of oxygen. In this, glucose is converted into lactic acid and energy. Fermentation takes place in yeast in the absence of oxygen. Here, glucose is converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide and energy. And the third process is called transportation. Transportation is a process of movement of essential and non-essential materials from one part to another part of the body. In human beings, blood plays an important role in transportation, and heart is a pumping organ which helps in pumping the blood. Heart have 4 chambers, this which prevent the mixing of oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood. Pathway of oxygenated blood. Lungs. So we are intaking oxygen, it reaches the alveoli in the lungs and blood picks the oxygenated blood and it goes to the heart, to the part called left atrium. From left atrium it reaches left ventricle. From left ventricle it goes to different body organs. The blood vessels which helps in transporting oxygenated blood are aorta and pulmonary vein. So, the part of the heart which carries oxygenated blood are left ventricle and left auricle. The vessels which help in transporting oxygenated blood is aorta and pulmonary vein. Next, we are going to see pathway of deoxygenated blood. Body organs undergo, or the cells in the body organs undergo different function and it generates a waste like carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide is taken by the blood. Now the blood is called deoxygenated blood. That blood from the body organs goes to the right atrium. From the right atrium it goes to right ventricle. From right ventricle it goes to lungs where gaseous exchange takes place and carbon dioxide is released out. So the blood vessel which helps in transporting deoxygenated blood is vena cava and pulmonary artery. Finally, parts of heart which carries deoxygenated blood are right ventricle and right auricle, and blood vessel which carries deoxygenated blood are pulmonary artery and vena cava. Next topic under human transportation is double circulation. Double circulation is circulation of blood twice to the heart. There are two types of circulation. One is pulmonary circulation, another one is systemic circulation. Pulmonary circulation is movement of blood from heart to lungs and again to heart. Systemic circulation is movement of blood from heart to body organs and again heart. So the blood moves to the heart twice. So it is called double circulation. Now, transportation in plants. Transportation in plants is done by two vessels, transporting vessels. They are xylem and phloem. Xylem is a transporting vessel which transports water and minerals from root to leaf, that is upward to downwards. So the direction is unidirectional. Next, phloem is another transporting vessel which helps in transporting products of photosynthesis from leaf to other part of the plant. That may be to the top of the plant or to the bottom, to the root. So the direction is bidirection, upward to downwards and downwards to upwards. So the direction is bidirectional. Last final process is excretion. Excretion is a process of removal or getting rid of waste materials out of the body. We are going to see human excretory system. Human excretory system consists of pair of kidneys, pair of ureter, urinary bladder, urethra. Pathway of human excretory system: kidney, ureter, urinary bladder and urethra. In kidney, purification of blood takes place, that is separation of blood and waste material, that is urea and uric acid. Now this filtered materials goes to urinary bladder and it is temporarily stored in urinary bladder and it is finally excreted through urethra. Thank you, students.